Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Good evening and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Tony Sandlaben.
And I'm Olivia McClellan. Thank you for joining us. The grand jury has reached a decision on whether Officer Darren Wilson should be indicted for the shooting death of Michael Brown. Officer Wilson shot unarmed teenager Brown in Ferguson, Missouri earlier this year. The grand jury has been listening to testimony since the shooting happened in August. Missouri Governor Jay Nixon is expected to hold a press conference to release the announcement at 9 o'clock tonight. Ferguson police, as well as the National Guard, have been prepping the city in anticipation of protesters causing a civil disturbance. We will give you the latest updates as they happen on the press conference here at NewsLink Indiana later in tonight's show.
A northwestern Indiana man is facing a murder charge after allegedly stabbing his brother multiple times with a samurai sword. Police say 47-year-old Bradley Arndt is being held in the LaPorte County Jail on a $1 million cash bond. Arndt's brother, 54-year-old Thomas Arndt, was found stabbed multiple times and lying on the front lawn of a home in Trail Creek with the 40 to 45-inch sword stuck in the ground nearby. Thomas Arndt was pronounced dead at St. Anthony's Hospital in Michigan City.
More than 50 people gathered for a public prayer service to honor an Indiana aid worker who was killed by Islamic State militants. Abdul Rahman Kasig was captured October 1st of 2013 while delivering aid in Syria through a relief organization he founded. Kasig's parents, Ed and Paula Kasig of Indianapolis, had issued numerous appeals for his release over the past month. The White House confirmed his death last Sunday. People offered Muslim prayers for Kasig at the Indiana Interchurch Center in Indianapolis. The service was one of 3 planned this weekend.
A number of Muncie locals got some good news today, as grants from the Community Foundation of Muncie and Delaware County will help to fund the Community Christmas Sing, furniture for an emergency family shelter, and the 2015 Muncie Homecoming Festival. The foundation recently awarded over $115,000 to 8 nonprofit organizations during the 4th quarterly competitive grant cycle of 2014. Among those receiving grants were the Muncie Community Schools, who received $6,000, the Yorktown Public Library, who received $5,000, and the Alpha Center, who received $16,200. These grants are given out annually, and the next deadline to apply is January 9th of next year.
Coming up, find out about an app helping people in need.
And something was discovered in Silicon Valley. Stay tuned.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
This is NewsLink Indiana.
The Colorado Supreme Court has upheld the governor's right to issue the National Day of Prayer proclamations. The ruling took place today and upheld the 2012 Court of Appeals decision as it found the proclamation favored the religious over the non-religious. The Colorado Supreme Court found that people do not have the right to sue the proclamations due to the fact that people are not forced to participate in the Day of Prayer. Congress established a National Day of Prayer in 1952, and most states hold statewide days of prayers to coincide with the national event.
In San Francisco, a group of cybersecurity researchers say they have identified a computer hacking program that has been utilized for several years now, spying on banks, telecommunication companies, and governmental agencies around the world. The source of the software is still unknown, but it is believed to be operated by an unidentified country. According to the Silicon Valley security firm, the malware was designed to collect screenshots, steal passwords, and monitor mobile phone calls. The malware has been used since 2008.
A new dyslexia-friendly typeface could help the 10% of Americans struggling with the condition. Reporter Jason Poor has more.
The typeface Dyslexia Regular may look like simple text to the average eye, but each letter was specifically designed to help it stand out from the other 25. Ball State senior Katie Gray, who has dyslexia, says that she will see words completely backwards when reading other typefaces.
So when you go and you start reading a page full of words that are in Arial or Times New Roman, that just looks like a whole bunch of gibberish to somebody who's dyslexic because all the words get all jumbled up.
Dyslexie Regular bends, extends, and darkens different areas of similar letters. With the slight alterations, the letters become clearer to dyslexics. Associate Director of Disability Services, Courtney Jarrett, says they use their adaptive computer lab in Robert Bell to scan documents and make them more serviceable for students with dyslexia.
That software can read to you. There's an app so you can use it on your phone or an iPad. It will highlight stuff. It will help you with like the dictionary, thesaurus, other helpful stuff like that. You can type on it like it's a Word document and then save it. But the reading tool is really useful.
Grace says that Ball State has helped her throughout her 4 years, but that Dyslexie Regular has changed her life.
I'm able to read as fast as other people are. I'm able to comprehend things a whole lot faster. So, I mean, from about a week ago when I first started reading this, I mean, my confidence just like shot up. If there was like a top, and end up to the top, it'd be just like overflowing. My confidence would be overflowing.
The Dyslexie typeface can now be downloaded for free at www.dyslexiefont.com. In Muncie, Jason Poore, NewsLink, Indiana.
The typeface can also be installed to Firefox, Safari, and Google Chrome. That download is also available at www.dyslexiefont.com.
School buses are some of the biggest vehicles out on the road, and they safely carry thousands of students throughout the state every day. So what does it take to keep school buses safe for the road and safe for our children? NewsLink Indiana's Cameron Riddle goes inside a local bus garage in search of what keeps the wheels on the road.
We've heard about what happens when dangerous school buses are out on the road. But what exactly does it take to keep school buses safe and rolling? Mechanic Kenny Kind has worked on school buses and coaches for more than 20 years, servicing thousands of every type, from the garage at the bus and motor coach dealer, Bus Mart.
They got to be safe. They can be pretty brand new looking buses, but if they're not safe, they shouldn't be on the road.
At any given time, Kind and mechanics all across the state are working to find problems on board, under, outside, and behind school buses, ensuring that each bus is safe and meeting the standards of the Indiana State Police. Richard Beeman is not only a school bus driver, but also a bus owner, and says that if a bus is well cared for, dangerous mechanical problems like bad brakes and rusted exhaust systems don't just appear.
So it was really according to the make, the mileage, where your route was, that it all has to come into factors.
Beeman says preventative maintenance is key to keeping buses on the road and out of the garage, but it comes at a cost. Parts and maintenance adds up on vehicles worth around $100,000, but the most expensive cost is fuel and insurance.
Yes, insurance, as of last year, you got to have $1 million coverage. You got to be bonded. The bond was like $800 a year. My insurance was $1,700 a year.
As seen in the many fixes mechanic Kenny Kind has glued back together, taking care of a bus can be done. It's not easy or cheap, but the value of a safe bus ride to school is priceless.
Because I want to know those kids are on that bus and they're going down that road, that they're as safe as they could possibly be in that bus.
In Muncie, Cameron Riddle, NewsLink, Indiana.
Scientists have finally identified the fish known as the sea devil. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just flash back to Finding Nemo when Dory and Marvin ran into a scary creature with its jaw agape and large fangs. A remote-operated machine operated by a ship above water found the fish during a midwater transect. A transect is when the robot sends the machine into the water at different depths, so find what kinds of animals scientists can find. NASA and the Institute believe the fish will help advance studies of alien life and what still lies undiscovered in our waters.
And coming up, we'll have the details on the grand jury decision in Ferguson.
And find out why Honda is in trouble. Stay tuned.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. and drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
This is NewsLink Indiana.
Earlier in tonight's show, we informed you that the grand jury has reached a decision on whether Darren Wilson should be indicted for the shooting death of Michael Brown. Jay Nixon, the governor of Missouri, is currently holding a press conference to release the decision. Ferguson schools will be closed tomorrow and possibly for the rest of the week. The press conference has been delayed. NewsLink will update you on the announcement as it is available. Winds gusting more than 50 miles per hour downed tree limbs and power lines across Indiana and have left more than 13,000 electricity customers without service today. Indiana Michigan Power reported nearly 5,000 customers were without electricity in Fort Wayne until 2 p.m. this afternoon. Now, Tony, today was a weird day of weather. It was warm when I woke up, and then it got cold, and then it was so windy. I felt like I was going to blow away.
Yeah, you know, I woke up early this morning, had to go move my car back to the stadium, and it was probably like maybe in the mid-high 50s, and then I came back, went to go to class, went outside, and I was freezing cold. It was probably 40s or something. Crazy, crazy winds, too.
Yeah, I'm hoping Thanksgiving break is not too cold. Ellen, what do you have to say for Thanksgiving break?
Well, it was definitely a crazy day today. It started pretty in the morning and then it definitely cooled off. But we had a cold front move into the area and that's going to bring even cooler temperatures for Thanksgiving break, unfortunately. Currently here in Muncie, it's 37 degrees with winds west-southwest at 23 miles per hour, so it's still pretty gusty outside. And it feels like 26, so if you're outside right now, make sure you're bundling up if you plan to go out and stay warm because it is awfully cold. Now, temperatures around the state, we have 38 in Terre Haute, 38 in Bloomington, 37 in Indianapolis, and 37 here in Muncie. Now, earlier today, we saw little bits of kind of like rain, freezing stuff, some snow. So currently, we have this cluster of snow and cooler temperatures here in Michigan and Wisconsin. And that could affect us because you see these little bit of strands of snow in the area. And so let's kind of zoom in and take a better look at what's going on. Satellite radar for the past couple of hours has been showing this system kind of turn around on itself. And we see these small bands of snow that can come into the area, but they shouldn't affect us too much. Kind of light flurries and then maybe a drop of some freezing rain. But for the most part, it should stay relatively calm for tonight. Now looking at tomorrow, it will be chilly and windy with only a high of 36 degrees, definitely cold. Winds from the west-southwest at 9 to 14 miles per hour, but this is still a good day for a lot of Ball State students. It's beginning of Thanksgiving break, so make sure if you're traveling, make sure you travel safely. Now let's look at precision cast for the next couple of days. Monday and into Tuesday, it's going to be lightly cloudy, not too much going on. The main thing we're looking at here is for Wednesday. We have this giant cold front that's going to move into our area starting around 10 a.m. on Wednesday. And then there's this chance of light flurries mixed with some freezing rain coming into our area to clear out into more cloudy skies. And then on Thursday for Thanksgiving, things should be clearing up so that it's a beautiful Thanksgiving afternoon with just some light clouds. Now, a lot of people are going to be going out for Black Friday shopping. So Thanksgiving night is when it starts around 6 p.m. for most places. It's going to be cold, so make sure you bundle up. It's only 29 degrees outside. Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, so if you plan to be outside, stay warm, take a jacket, and make sure you take care of yourself outside. As I said, Tuesday is going to be windy, high of 36, and you can see chilly, chilly temperatures with only highs in the 30s. Especially on Thanksgiving Day, only a high of 35. So definitely try to stay warm, maybe eat a little extra food. The cold temperatures will be in the 20s, and then we're going to warm up slightly there on the weekend with temperatures 46 on Saturday, 51 on Sunday, with a slight chance of rain on Sunday, and then a little chillier at 42 on Monday.
All right, so it's seeming like Thanksgiving is going to feel a little more like Christmas.
Yes, it is. Kind of looking forward to the future. Definitely a little chilly for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was wanting to go out for Black Friday shopping, but I think I changed my mind.
Yeah, you might want to stay inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe stay inside. Watch some of the late football games as well on Thursday night. Going to be the Thanksgiving fun. Stay inside where it's warm. Enjoy the football games. It'll be nice in time. Coming up on NewsLink Indiana, a Ball State athlete won a weekly conference award today.
And the Ball State's men's basketball team was in action tonight. Rob Connett will tell us the result coming up in sports.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
This is NewsLink Indiana.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Robert Connett with sports. Despite the cold weather, we start tonight in the pool. That's right. Today, Ball State swimmer Jordan Van Winkle was named the Mid-American Conference Swimmer of the Week. Now, in this weekend's meet against Grand Valley State, the senior had 2 new career times as she won the 100 breaststroke in 1 minute, 9.37 seconds, and the 50 freestyle in just 24.76 seconds. Altogether, Van Winkle won 5 different events, along with a second-place finish and a third-place finish in another event. The Ball State women's swimming and diving team won 13 of 21 events over the weekend and ultimately won the event by 70 points. They will travel to Eastern Michigan for their next contest on December 5th. The 2014 Ball State women's volleyball season came to an end over this weekend in the quarterfinals of the MAC tournament in Athens, Ohio. The number 4 Cardinals got off to a slow start against number 5 Western Michigan, dropping the first set 25-12. The Broncos also took the second game, finishing on a 7-0 run to win 25-20. On the verge of being swept, BSU was able to take set 3 25-21, and in a back-and-forth game number 4, Western Michigan able to take the final 2 points and win 26-24. The Cards were led by redshirt freshman Sabrina Mangapora, who had 14 kills. Redshirt juniors Haley Benson and Kelly Hopkins added 13 and 11 kills, respectively. Ball State finishes the season with a 17-13 overall record. Now, the good news for head coach Steve Shondell and volleyball fans, the entire team returns in 2015. The Ball State men's basketball team suffered a heartbreaking loss over the weekend down in Indianapolis. With the game tied at 69 in overtime, IUPUI held possession with 32 seconds remaining. The Jaguars almost turned over the ball, but they were able to recover with just a few seconds left, and there you see it. P.J. Butte lobbed up the shot that connected at the buzzer. Ball State lost 71-69. Freshman Sean Sellers led the Cardinals with 22 points. Jeremy Tyler added 12 points, and Matt Kamenicki notched a double-double with 11 points and 15 rebounds. Now, the Cardinals had to quickly bounce back from that loss on Saturday. They return to action tonight, hosting Grambling State at Worthen Arena. Game just wrapped up within the last hour, and a big victory for the Ball State Cardinals. They won in dominating fashion. 88-46 is the final. 5 Cardinals in double digits, led by freshman Jeremy Tyler. He had 18 points. Rocco Belcaster had 15. Franco House and Sean Sellers each with 12, and Bick Gill finished with 11. Now, with the win here tonight, Ball State now evens their record on the season. They are at 2-2. And in case you didn't see it yesterday, a big game for Indianapolis Colts receiver T.Y. Hilton. Sunday morning, he became a father with the birth of his daughter. Sunday afternoon, he put the helmet on and highlighted a great performance with a 75-yard touchdown grab. T.Y. celebrating as we have the video for you there. Andrew Luck going to launch it. It's going to be a 75-yard touchdown. T.Y. Hilton down the sidelines, wide open, going to take it all the way to the house. Like we mentioned, he became a father. He celebrates perfectly, cradling the football as a baby in his arms. T.Y. Hilton had a great game. The Colts, it wasn't pretty, but they did beat the Jaguars by the final score of 23-3.
Yeah, what a post-game interview, too, talking to the commentators afterwards, trying to fight back some tears.
That's
Pretty
right.
emotional day for him. But also, good to see the Ball State basketball team really turn things around tonight as well.
I tell you what, the freshman class that came in this year have been leading the way. Sean Sellers, like we mentioned, he's been averaging 22 points a game in the first 4 games of the season. They've been shooting a lot of threes as well. It'll be fun if you get a chance throughout the rest of the season. Be sure to go out to Worthen Arena, check out the Ball State men's basketball team. A lot of fun and exciting action with those guys.
All right, Rob. Well, thank you very much. And imagine being given the offer to live with the Kardashians. Coming up, find out why one person turned down the offer.
When we come back, find out where to go to get into the holiday spirit.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
This is NewsLink Indiana.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. We have a breaking news update. The jury has been decided. The announcement has been made. No charges will be pressed on Officer Darren Wilson for the shooting of teenager Michael Brown. Now, the National Guard has been developed there to Ferguson to make sure that things remain calm and that no injuries do occur. They have secured some key buildings, but the breaking news bulletin, no charges will be pressed on Officer Darren Wilson. Now, with some NewsLink Entertainment, here is Emmy Risby.
A 13-year-old girl named Pink, who lives in a Thai orphanage, has gained some attention, and all she had to do was say no. It just so happened she said no to Kim Kardashian. Kardashian visited the Thai orphanage and asked Pink to come live with her, and she was serious. Pink and the other 14 girls who live in the orphanage have no idea who Kardashian was. Pink simply did not want to leave the orphanage. Pink is not an orphan. Her mother placed her in the home after Pink's father left the family. She lives nearby and also visits frequently. Kardashian really wanted to adopt her. The American Music Awards were held last night and have social media talking. One Direction won all 3 of the awards and they were nominated for, which is Artist of the Year, Favorite Pop or Rock Band, and Favorite Pop or Rock Album. Iggy Azalea was the night's nominated most by being nominated for 6 awards. She ended up taking home Favorite Rap/Hip Hop Album and Best Rap Artist. Taylor Swift was awarded the first ever Dick Clark Award for Excellence, which was named after the AMA's creator. Ball State's Dance and Theater Department is giving a new twist to the Nutcracker. The dancers and choreographers combine ballet, jazz, tap, modern, and ethnic dance to the show of the tale of Clara, the Mouse King, and the Nutcracker Prince. The show is on December 3rd at 7:30 in University Theater. Tickets have been on sale in the University Theater box office and are $13 for students, $17 for faculty, $18 for the general public, and $15 for senior citizens. That's all for your entertainment news. I'm Emery Risby. Back to the news desk.
All right, Ellen, can we do a quick final look at weather?
Oh, absolutely. Unfortunately, it's going to be kind of cold for the next couple of days. 30s for highs and a 35 as a high for Thanksgiving on Thursday. So it's going to be awfully chilly, and Friday's still going to be cold, but the weekend is going to warm up a little bit with highs in the 40s and 50s, and then Monday will heat up with a chance of rain with a high of 42 degrees.
All right, that's all for NewsLink Indiana. I'm Olivia McClellan.
And I'm Tony Sandlaben for Robert Conant and Ellen Fritz. Be sure to follow us on all social media accounts. Thank you very much for tuning in and have a good night.